Hmm. Yeah, there's literally nothing else to do today. Can I feel the disco music? Not really.
Can I help you?
About the money I owe you.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Well, let's talk about something else then.
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
Well, so I can't pass the time. I have to wait until 2200 to do anything. I can't do anything else today that I can think of. Okay, the old men are gone, unsurprisingly.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look, bullet holes.
Where? There? Those are old.
What do you mean old?
These bullets were fired during the revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation.
What can you tell me about the revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
I guess.
Give me a moment.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company, and that's all I need from this world.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
She lives next to the coal room. Okay. So this is the coal room.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
Do you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
You're not really a miner, are you?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens. Shoot, Piggy.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture.
Okay, that's the bathroom.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. East Delta Commerce Center? This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Main hall, building B, whirling in rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
Delta Pinball.
Silence. No one answers your call. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Main hall, building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Try to impersonate Kuno. Fuck off, pig. I'm Kuno.
Pardon? This is not Kuno. Who is this?
indicates that the line has gone dead.
Artemep's boxing for youth athletes in gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
Andro Orlando's hair?
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
24-hour window?
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Revachol Ice City?
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Emma's Fashion Atelier?
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Fortress Accident?
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Slipstream?
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Hello?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
Tricentennial Electrics. I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
All right. Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life.
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Of course I care. Just I've been going through a really tough time.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
You don't want to talk to me. No one wants to talk to me.
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
All right, hang up.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Fabron's taxi.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Call her again.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. There's the static again, whispering like a seashell pressed against the air.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Hi, it's me again. I wanted to talk.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Please don't hang up. I want to explain myself.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Are you repeating your words?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Is this some kind of joke?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what I say. You're just going to continue, right?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
All right, can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Say nothing.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder.
Why does this feel like it's my fault?
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Keep listening.
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So... It was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Yeah, something weird just happened.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Okay, that's fair.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah, there really is nothing to do. Alright, I guess we'll go back into the whirling rags. Kim wanted to talk on the balcony at 2200, and that's 10 minutes away. I can't try my tie again, can I? The door's locked. Shit.
Yes?
So, okay, so I have to actually wait for the exact time. End of the day debrief with Kim. After 2200. Okay. So, I can't pass the time. I don't know how to do that. I just have to, like, stand here for, like, 5 IRL minutes waiting for time to pass, I guess. Yep, Titus brings that up. My tie's in there.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Yes?
Hello again, sweetie.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
I guess I could go do volition on Joyce.
Yes?
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul, one you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back.
That's weird. Andrew lied. He probably didn't lie. I probably misunderstood, but whatever.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Can I have some money?
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth. Surprisingly eloquent, really. The last one, not the first 3. Those are ape speak.
I am the scum of the earth.
My. Why'd you say that?
I'm gunk.
That's garbage. You're a police officer.
Yeah, let's talk about something else.
Of course.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on the reality we're in.
This reality.
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
Related to my medical episode, I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the Blue Immensities.
And what's the name of the island?
Caillou. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her, and to humanity at large.
Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
And what kind of city is Revachol?
The great kind.
What makes it great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Who built it?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was it built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're an unimportant part of an important place?
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about...
A sparkle of lights on the horizon, like evening stars above the curvature of the planet.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
I don't know any of this.
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
Alright, I'll continue it later.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service. Glad to have been of assistance.
What does this give me? Nothing. That gives me nothing. Well, I'd have to forget this. I need a skill point to forget it as well. Ugh. Art. Alright, let's go talk to Kim on the balcony.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for the damages yet,
We should take care of that, then.
but I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Try negotiating. Okay.
Can I help you?
Got the money I owe you.
Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I'm gonna let Kim say something.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
Conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
There's something in his car.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
Isn't that corruption?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Yeah, did you want to put these on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Nod.
The spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything either.
Thanks, I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
$200.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
It's cool that you're still open. Big city vibes.
The pawn shop is always open.
Let me see if I can check if he's high.
Nope, still no clue. You obviously haven't been doing enough drugs lately.
I'd like to sell something.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a misc banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
Welcome back, Mom.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I'll check my pockets, access the pawn menu.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
No.
Another time, perhaps.
Return to Gart with the cash, okay.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it?
I do.
Well,
Sorry for the trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
I leveled up. So I can unlock one of these. Yes. I need this one for something. We'll internalize that. That's actually quest related. Volumetric shit compressor.
Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Mega cool, man.
Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know? Good.
I thought he wanted to talk on the balcony. Him can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case and the RCM. Join him on the balcony at 2200 when you're ready to call it a day. We're on the balcony.
Yes?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe.
Oh.
And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Weird.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
What are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
What else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
How do you know the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
And if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records. which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
So if I kill someone while I'm on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
And who makes all the rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the Moralinton Lysis has the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Yo, what's up, Lucid? How are you, sir?
Or if they think you do.
I didn't know you smoked.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy.
How are you guys liking it? It looked pretty fun, but like from what I'd watched another streamer play it, like the enemy AI seems a little lackluster.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
Boss AI is pretty good. I liked the whole SCP creepy feel of it. Right then, the debrief.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man. So we didn't even inspect the body. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
Sorry I couldn't do more today. I'm just not a very good cop, am I?
We're both doing our best under the circumstances. Just don't drink tonight, please. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow.
Better than you were expecting for a freemium Chinese game? Yeah, it seems pretty well put together. Like, there's definitely some work that needs to get done to it, but it's definitely not bad.
We tried to interview the Wild Pines rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
The game detected that I run. Yeah, the enemy designs looked awesome. I don't know why I do the things I do. Don't tell her.
That's right.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
Did you ever play this game, Lucid?
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Little. Yeah. I know what you mean. I'm about 10 hours in, and I've just finished the first day, and I'm seeing quests that are like, check back in 4 or 5 days, and I'm like, I don't know about this. The Moral Lantern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I think what's really strange about this game is I'm incredibly impressed by everything it's doing. But it just doesn't feel like it's for me, you know? I'm impressed with the dialogue, I'm impressed with the art, I'm impressed with the world, I'm impressed with the way things are going. It's just, everything is so good, and yet I'm sitting here just like, ugh. I was trying to like wrap up a full in-game day before I made the decision of whether I wanted to keep going with it or whether I wanted to call it quits. If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
You know, I guess that's a good way to put it. It's like Taylor Swift is a talented artist and a good singer, but you still don't like her music. Yeah. You can recognize that something is great at what it is, but it's just not for you, you know? What do you think of them?
The Moral Intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
Who's Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
I have an opinion on the Moral Intern. Do I?
Do you?
Great, thanks. They've done an awful job.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Trying to think of what my character would think of. I know what I would think. Maybe we should make our own law.
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will improve something here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Alright, thanks, man.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Come on, man, it's 10:30. It's past my bedtime. We'll climb into bed.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Sleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh, great.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I left.
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve the case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
There's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Good going, buddy.
Is that how it's gonna be from now on when I close my eyes?
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without speed.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark. This fan has 2 chain pull switches.
Still can't grab the goddamn eye.
The door is closed.
Ah, the union guys. Did my thought closet go off? Whatever it's called. Not yet. 3 minutes range. Hello?
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
These the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
What do you mean by rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
There's so many of them. Should we call reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay? One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Rivershoal West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. It's actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and unlock another one. And we'll internalize this. So this will be in 3.5 hours. It's also in 3.5 hours. Look at that.
Can I help you?
Got my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why do you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
Yeah, tell me more about Morel.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What do you look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
Wow, these are surprisingly specific.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information.
If I was trying to find him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, just in case.
How long have you been married?